Okay, welcome. And again, we're going to be looking at Field of Glory Empires, incredibly deep and rich sort of ancient simulation game more than anything, really. It's just an incredible game, So we've got a whole new lot of things to actually peel back and have a bit of a look at. There's a new DLC coming. I haven't had much time actually with it, so it's sort of I don't know a lot about it, but we'll go and just sort of go and have a bit of a look at everything. So in the scenarios, you're now going to end up, if you get the DLC, with a grand campaign of 550 BCE. So this is going to be the rise and decline and fall of Persia. Now, I should point out this is still in development, so I'm not sure when the actual launch date is, but it can't be too far away if I've got my grubby little hands on it. But it is there is still actually work being done on it. So I was just sort of emailing the dev back and forwards a little bit, just to try to figure out which units or which group to sort of play as. Just have a bit of a look to sort of see with that, just so they could flesh out a little bit more of the content for that particular group. So we will be playing as Athens. That's sort of that's what we decided we'd sort of fall with it. And I'll just get into it. It does take a little bit of time just to load her in. So we'll let that one happen. But this is really, really cool. Actually, the changes, there's a whole lot of other changes to the base game as well. So it doesn't matter which version of the game you're going to be playing with. But there's a lot of interesting things that have now been added to it as well. So I'll just try to go through and explain each of these as we go. So hi, everyone that's sort of coming in. I won't call you out by name, but welcome. If you do have questions, and I do miss the questions, I'll apologise in advance. I do tend to sort of get very caught up in what I'm actually doing when I'm actually sort of playing these sort of games, and I do lose track of the comments, so I will apologise in advance. Okay, so this is all about the rise of Persia. It's at 550 BCE, so this is essentially when Cyrus the Great is just sort of taking over from or just like he's basically, I think he's rebelled against the Medians and has now sort of established Persia. So this is sort of more, this is really, like I was considering playing as Persia, but I was worried that they were going to get too big too fast and then there'd be too much micromanagement. So we've only got 2 hours, so I thought we'd actually sort of go with, here we go, we've got Pocus in here as well. So if you do have any questions, Pocus is the dev, so he can actually then go and try to answer any questions that you do actually have. So so if you do have any questions, Pocus will certainly be able to answer anything, really. Much better than I will be able to. But I'll do my best anyway. So we've got a few major nations in through here. It's still pretty much the same map as such. Like we've still got the same map across the world. It's still got your other starts. You can play, like, for example, you got Rome in through here. You can play as Rome. You can see that the Italian peninsula is still very much like the Etruscans, I guess, are the biggest faction on the Italian peninsula. So that would be a fun one to play as well, just to sort of see how things actually develop through there. Carthage has only just been formed, so Carthage is fairly new. The units are ancient now, so they're sort of like different style of units. I don't think we've got Roman legions or anything like that at this point in time. Syracuse is supposed to be sort of like a fairly developed sort of city at this stage, so that would be a fun one to play as well, I think, in this particular DLC pack, in this particular grand campaign. You've still got a lot of the other sorts of areas where you can still establish, still can sort of play pretty much anything. Back in the Greek world, this is just before the wars between Sparta and Athens, so there's a massive rivalry between these two, and that's why we sort of, in the end, I thought, well, Athens may be sort of a bit more controllable as far as the micromanagement, just so we don't get too bogged down with that one. So we will be playing as Athens, so I guess we'll just go. I was sort of tempted to sort of start off another game with one of the others, just to sort of show you some of the differences when we do go back into play Athens, but I think we can sort of see all that just by going straight to Athens. So let's go and kick this one off and just get into it. Yes, so Pocus is then saying I can answer your questions indeed. So yes, he knows everything about the minutiae of the game. So by all means, he's the man to ask. Right, so we go into this one now. When we're going to start, I'll just go through a few of the little things that are different. We may or may not see some differences in our own area. So if we just click on this one, here we go. We've actually got one right off the bat, which is one of these things. These are sort of like either boons or impediments that are like natural effects on some of the different terrain. These are randomly generated. So this is a really cool one to have. The waterfall gives us 7 food and 4 infrastructure. So this is actually a really lucky. It's sort of like just a natural, this is a regional boon, a local site in the region with a positive effect on land output and development. So very, very nice to have that one through there. Now you'll notice that with Athens, we're actually already at maximum building slots, so we can't build anything just yet until we start to take over a few other empires. So we'll need a few more slaves, or we'll need to sort of grow a little bit more naturally for that to sort of kick in. Now, because we've got the waterfall, I can actually we might as well micromanage a few of these things as well. So we've got the waterfall, which is giving me 7 food. I'm getting plus 13 food. I do need to get down into culture, down through this side. So we'll just grab a few of these Hellenic citizens and bring them back down. We've got more through there. Now, the money is going at plus 30 at the moment. I think I'll move that one down as well. This is just another Hellenic citizen. So we'll just get the culture up as high as we can get it. So this is this particular province. I don't want to spend too much time with it, but you'll notice there's a lot of other buildings and things as well. Like we've got the Acropolis. So we've got the Acropolis sitting in there. We've got the Macra Texi. I've never heard of that one before, but this is the walls that go from Athens itself down to the with long walls, which were of great importance to Athens, protected Piraeus harbour. So this protects the main harbour. So a lot of these things have now been modelled for the ancient world, which is really, really cool. So we just go through that. So I never knew that was what that was called. So there we go. We've learnt something already. We've got walls up as well. So you can see that the actual walls for the city, there's a lot of things that give Athens a lot of natural protection. Efficient storage and easy training. So all of these sorts of things are fairly unique. We've got trade ports, shipyards, harbour, slave market in here as well. We've got the agora. So a lot of these will be common across other centres as well, but we also have them, like some of these will be just purely for Athens. If we go across, the other holding that we have is Euboria or Euboea. And so in this case, we've just got one population in through here at this point in time. So just a lowly old Hellenic citizen. And again, we've got good food. So we don't really need to have him in food. So I'm going to pop him into infrastructure just so we can build some things. And now when we come in through to here, we've got a salt mine, which is going to produce salt. I probably should have a bit of a look at the trade goods that we actually have. I might just do that because it's all going to be about Athens at this point in time. So if we go and have a look at the trade details, what's it missing? It's missing stone, so we need to get stone from somewhere, and we also are missing lumber. So it can be produced by the sawmill or wood cutting, and then this one can be produced by the quarry, clay pit or large quarry. And so these are going to give us, we're sort of losing the potential of getting 9 money from this one and 9 money from that one. So it's going to be sort of like a bit of a hindrance to the actual money situation. We've got natural trade goods of silver and marble. We've got manufactured trade goods of sails and cattle for what we're sort of doing through here. So the ranch is forming the cattle. Where is it? One of these other things, I guess, would be sort of making the sails. Should tell us this. Yep, so they've got a fishery is using that as a bonus. That's okay. And we're importing hemp. So really these are the 2 that we would like. We've also got missing bonus trade goods of gold, copper, dye, glass, pottery, tools. There's a lot of stuff that would actually then add to different sorts of things, like the luxury goods would sort of give us like 5 culture, etc. So I think I'll just close that one off. It looks like we're not going to be able to get anything from here that we actually wanted. So we'll just go across. The salt mine's just going to produce salt. Smokehouse needs cattle, trading required, which is fine. Can be imported from... Actually, I thought we could get that from Athens, but maybe we can't. Smokehouse. Yeah, that's okay. We get extra health. Quarry. Actually, this one does produce stone. Sorry. So that one is exactly what we want. So we can get that one. Let's go and grab that. That way we can have the quarry built ready for Athens. That's going to give us a bit of a boost along there as well. So, and Pocus is saying, if you have the DLC, the impediments and boon will be available in the base campaign, adding variability. Yep, so that's, there is integration for Field of Glory 2. I haven't tested that, but I'm assuming that that will actually be exactly the same. Now, if we have a bit of a look at the other things we've got, one of the other big changes, which I should point out, I should have probably started with this, is these regional decisions, which is different to your normal decisions. Like you've got decisions in through here that we can sort of do like as per the normal game, but you've now got these really cool regional decisions. And so when you see this, these, I don't know if they're random at all. I don't know if they are. I've got a funny feeling that there may be a little bit of randomization in what does come up. But each faction gets its own, and these change over time. So, for example, we can create a colony. So create a colony in a border region not having more than 5 population, provided it is adjacent to a tribe, so civilization level 1 nation, or on the coast. The targeted region will receive 2 population points, a palisade, a shepherd house, and 2 skirmishes of your nation. Very handy to kickstart a region of potential importance. Region must be adjacent to a region owned by a nation or civilization level of 0, and region must have a total population count between 1 and 5. Now, if we could use that, it would then show up, and we can't see, there's nothing green. So at this point in time, we can't actually make use of this one, this create colony, which is a shame, unless it's got other sort of options elsewhere. But this is really, really interesting, the way it sort of does work. Okay, so this is, yeah, I can't actually do that. Yep, region is not owned. Yep, so I can't do it. All right, so we can't create colony, but we can implant these trade settlements. And so you'll see how everything just flicked across to green. Now, these also do cost me a little bit to set these up. So implant trade settlements, I essentially can take over any of these independent areas. If I need something, like I could actually go and vie for Sicily, for example, or start to take over some of southern Italy's, like the shoe of Italy, for example, or even just try to get even more of the independent areas in around Athens itself, including coming out through here. And I think we might even do this. I think we'll start off with this one. We've also got the Pan-Hellenic Games, which will actually improve the relationship with any of the others. It's up to us to decide where the games are going to be held, and so we can then decide, okay, well, let's try to get Sparta to be a little bit more friendly towards us, or we can go and try to get Argos to be friendlier as well. So we can do all sorts of different things with these, which are really cool. They do cost a little bit, like it will trigger next turn, for example, cost 50 money and 5 manpower to do the Pan-Hellenic Games. The trade settlements are going to cost me 75 money and 15 manpower. Now, I've got a fair bit of manpower, and gold isn't really a problem for me at this stage. So where are we going to do this? And what I think I might do is I might just go back to the trade goods, and we'll then just figure out where we should go. So we've got sulfur back over through here. We've got purple back over this way. We've also got purple from back over here. So we don't need to get extra of that. There's hemp that we could bring back in. I'm also thinking that if I get 2 of these, it won't take long before we get a third, and then we can actually go back to the provinces, and we can actually go and then grab Creta Rhodus. Epirus, we could actually go and claim Epirus right from the start, which is going to hem in Sparta. Sparta's not going to like that. Macedonia, I can get half of Macedonia right from the start as well. I can get another Greek one in through here. I could even just get these 2 Greece, or this one here from Greece. I mean, Sparta certainly does have the upper hand at the moment in this region. Just go back to the regional view. Anyway, very, very interesting. Okay, so Pocus is saying several features are meshed with others. For example, there's an Athens mission that will benefit from you implanting settlements. Oh, okay, so yeah, so it's really cool. Like it's now got a whole other veneer or depth of gameplay with these sorts of things. So I think we will actually go and position these, but where are we going to do it? I'm sort of tempted to just go and grab these. I'm tempted to also just get these. Actually, I was starting back here again at the trade goods. Is there anything we really need? Nuts and seeds we don't really need. I mean, really the idea behind this sulfur would be something different. If I go and get these, it means that I don't have to sort of keep my army on the, like I don't have to move an army out that way. There may be something out this side. Drugs and herbs. It's not going to help me much, to be honest. I've got honey back over here. Even further up this side. I know if I get these, they're just going to be taken. Coral back that side. You know, even though there's no trade goods here, I'm thinking of just getting that one, or maybe this one. Maybe we go this side where there's some wine. We'll get that one. We'll get this one. We'll just get the two that are closest, I think. It's probably a bit boring, but anyway. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to set this one up so you can see that we're now taking this one over, and we'll take this one as well and get the sulfur. So that one we should be able to protect this one fairly well, and we should be able to actually grab these fairly easily as well with our armies. Now we've got to decide what we're going to do here. So we actually have, if we have a look at the relationships, it's loyalty, movement, political, there's relationships. There we go. So we can see through here that we're already plus 25 friendliness with Argos. We've got negative 25 with Sparta, and the Boeotian lead is also negative 25. I could attack them straight away. Like I've got a much bigger army than they've got, but we've also then got Sparta to contend with as well. Macedonia back over through here also doesn't really like us. Maybe we'll just go back and use one of these Pan-Hellenic games. We can actually use this as well. Get Macedonia a bit friendlier, or really start to cement a friendship with Argos. I think we'll actually give it to Argos. Let's make it so that we're going to get a bit aggressive in through here. So the only thing we can't do at the moment is create a colony. So we just that's the only thing we actually can't do. Right, so with these, I think what we'll do is we'll declare war straight away against these guys, because I wouldn't mind having all of this stuff. So we'll just go to diplomacy and declare war straight away. And I could be building my own forces. I've only got +3 manpower. They shouldn't have much in here, I don't think. They've got a couple of armoured hoplites, which will be fairly powerful at combat 6. Okay, so they've got 2 citizens, so they've got 4. They don't have much support. Now, there will also be natural protection through there as well. These guys, we've got 3 of the armoured hoplites. A heap of these. Yeah, we're pretty good enough. Let's just see how we're going. We don't have anyone better than him as a leader, so that's okay. We'll just leave him where he is. We'll leave that one where that is. Okay, so Oxybels is saying, do all empires have regional choices, or only Athens, Sparta, or Persia? And so Pocus is saying all have regional decisions. Yeah, I tested that even in the base game, and even that had them as well, which is really quite cool. Okay, so but this is a massive change. And so what we're going to do is we're going to declare war against those. We're just going to think whether I actually go back in now and grab another army. The manpower is going to cost me, upkeep is 4 manpower, so I can't really get any more of just the citizen hoplites. I've got the mercenary hoplites, which is going to cost me money. Now, the money isn't great at the moment, so I think I'll just leave that one where that is. The javelin men are still going to cost me 3 manpower. You know, I don't think I'll bother with these. What about the warships? Even they cost me. So until we can get on top of our manpower, I think I'll actually just keep the army the way it is, and hope like hell we don't screw up and lose it. So yeah, we've got the culture down there. We should be okay. So I think all we can do, that's all we can really do this turn. So let's just end our turn. I always feel like there's something I should have done. You know, our relationship is going down with Sparta, the Boeotian League. Macedonia is friendly enough. All right, so here we go. It actually looks like we've picked up a token. Now, there is actually, this is one thing I don't fully understand, but Sparta and Athens have a natural rivalry. And if one's above the other, I think it's in legacy rankings. They end up, something happens in the game, but I didn't actually understand exactly what happens. There's a slight advantage, I think, to whoever is sort of sitting above. Now, Sparta is down here at number 12, and we're up here at number 7. So we've got a slight advantage, I think, in some things, but I'm not exactly sure how that one does kick in. So being warlike as they are, Athens is now openly hostile to the Boeotian League. New war has begun. So we've now got, we've got the Boeotian League is at war with, actually it's war with Sparta as well. There we go. So that's actually interesting. And we've got Acropolis as well. Gallipolis? Is that a G or a C? I'm not sure. I think it's a C. Gallipolis. Okay, so I assumed it was Gallipoli because of the Gallipolian Peninsula, but maybe it is a C. All right, so we'll leave that one where that is. Just quickly go through everything. So messengers have arrived, honour bound by their treaty with their protector. Yeah, so it is a C. Gallipolis is helping Athens against the Boeotian League. Fine, that's good. So they're actually an ally of ours already, which is great. We'll leave that one where that is. And so Thessalonica, Athens can now only thrive if its merchants have new trade opportunities. How to best help them in this endeavour is still debated by the Bulleturian. I think that's the trade network or the trade guild. The Citizen Assembly will warn you as soon as they have decided what will be the best course of action for Athens in this matter. In addition to the Assembly notification, there will be an entry in the Reports tab of the Nations panel. Okay, so we'll wait and see what actually happens through there. We've got also this is actually our tyrant. This is Pistratos. At this point in time, he's age 39. We do have a gearing up for war. The nation is preparing for an imminent war. Citizens are drafted and hastily trained. So military expertise penalty of 35, but the manpower bonus of 35. You can see we're getting +7 manpower now, which is good. We have a good administrator. This ruler is a decent administrator, so we're getting an extra decadence gain reduced by 5%. That's good. And we also have an architect, so we get 1 extra building slot in our cities. So we've got all this for a stable democratic city-state, which is fine. We've got 1 extra token. I won't go through all this in any great depth at this point in time. Messengers have arrived. Okay, so actually Pocus is confirming it is Gallipolis. All right, there we go. So from Sparta, when your armies lie dead in the battlefield, Pistratos, it will be because we honour our allegiance with the Boeotian League. Hang on, that's... Is it us that's at war? Were they in... It's interesting. At war with them. We're only at war with the Boeotian League. So I think that's just an empty threat from Sparta. We don't know how big Sparta is just yet. So we've now claimed these little areas. So Athens has settled a commercial outpost at Aetolia. At first cautious, the local population is now openly welcome the Hellenes traders. So Aetolian rejoice as the land has been added to the nation. Yep, so there we go. Got a whole lot of other little things. So the health of Pistratos is now degraded to fair, which is not good. We've got a ruler decided that Mycenae is back over here in Lydia. There's an objective. Yep, claimed that one. Claimed this one as well. You can see there's already stuff here. So we end up with a Katokia, which just gives us a small trade outpost built by Hellenic city, is acting as an emporium or trade relay. Contrary to its bigger counterpart, it has no say or independence and is completely tributary of the main colony. It can also be settled inland and will be protected by the, whatever that is, from pirates and raiders in this case. So we've got a slight sort of bonus of money back and through this side. We get also... bonuses for money from fish, pottery, and cloth as well, and food as well. We get bonuses there. So this is really, really cool. This is so different, which is really interesting. So we've actually now got the anchorage back in through here as well. So we've got an anchorage, allows boarding and disembarking without loss of effectiveness. Okay, so we can go and build a building in through here. There's our salt house. Actually, it's not going to give us fish. There's a fishery there. That's going to give us the bonus of fish. So we get a missing bonus of 5 money from sales, but we do by producing the fish, we then get the bonus back in through this side. So let's go and grab that one straight away. We need to get someone working in that. So rather than have them working in the money, I'm just going to flick that one back across into there, just so we can at least get that thing built. So we'll slowly build that one up. I don't know if we can now do that other one. We've got Forage the Land, which is will restore 1 effectiveness to troops having none left, ensuring the removal. So even when we're actually on the march, we can actually sort of use this. Now create colony. Yet not adjacent to an appropriate civilization level. I'll leave that one alone just for a little while. So our main armies, we can now march them across into the Boeotian League. So we'll just do that. March across there. The Boeotian League has got 1 defence. It's going to be not an easy fight against them. We'll hopefully just be able to besiege their city and wear that one down over time. Now, if we have a bit of a look, I'll just go back to the ownership overlay and just go into this one over this side. So this one as well, we've got the extra money coming in this side, and we have got, what can we build? This one's always a good one just to get the health levels up. Got more fishery through here, which we know will then work in well this side. Missing bonus of, where was it? Was it this one? What did I see before that had the fish? Oh, food, including a bonus of 2 from fish. Okay, so maybe it's already got the food bonus already sort of kicking in here. Can already be imported from Arcadia. Actually, maybe I'll just get with something else. Let's just go with clear water for now, and we'll just move the this one into the building slot, just so we can actually get that one up and running fairly fast, which will just give us a nice growth in through there. So this is going to be very easy for anyone to attack and take from us if they need to. Actually, just have a quick look in here. Yeah, we've got the one guy building. This is going to take a long time until we can get some more population centres outside of Athens. All right, so we've got all those established. We'll just have a quick look across. Did not spare no effort in having Argos organise the Pan-Hellenic Games. Actually, while that's there, let's just go back now and start to use the diplomacy system. So these guys are now cordial with us, 35. So we've already now got a fairly good relationship with them. We can just go and ask for cooperation. So base chance is 12. Relationships is 23%. We're small. Some friends can't be bad, so 2%. We're not neighbours is minus 10%. This would be the first we sign a deal with. This would be the first we sign a deal, so we'll get 15% there. We feel you flood us with cheap trade goods, minus 10%. There we go. If your relationships are rather good, 50 or better, in this case, the cooperation will be full cooperation. We could certainly try that. I could actually go and offer a gift if I wanted to. We're getting pretty reasonable money. Let's just do that for now. So we'll give them a gift. So we've now, if we click back in there again, you'll see that we've got offer gift. I can cancel that if I wanted to. Now Macedonia as well, if we just go back across to here, wouldn't mind actually even Thrace, the Thracians back over this side. There's a 19% chance that they'll actually cooperate with us in through here. But if I offer another gift, yeah, why not? Actually, no, I'll just ask for cooperation. Just see if they'd be willing. Macedonia is not going to do that. There's only a 2% chance there. So I'll leave them. What about some of the others around us? Lydia is quite large. Actually, they're distant but still positive. So 20% there. Let's just ask for cooperation. See if we can actually get it from these neighbours, just so we can start to get like a bit of a group together if we need to against Sparta or against the rising threat of Persia. We should see Persia start to conquer more territory. It's already now starting to sort of move up into there, I think. Yeah, Persia's already expanded quite aggressively just in the previous turn. All right, so we'll just continue on with our little area of Greece and leave that one there. We've still got it's been no effort in having Argos. Yep, that's the games have been organised there, and has received a progress token. It's now standing at 1 progress token. So that's cool. So we're sort of on our way towards going towards the a glorious city-state. Okay, Miracle Gus is saying the real question is: are you going to reenact 300 in Field of Glory? And Focus saying we're very hard to be friends with Sparta. Yeah, I think that I don't know if it changes I think that from what Pocus had sent me with like just some of the design notes, there's a fierce rivalry between Athens and Sparta through most of this portion of the game, and then when Persia does come, if they come through, I think if one of us ends up at war with Persia, the other one is just as likely to still side with Persia or to help us. So yeah, it would be extremely unlikely to end up with something where you could actually go with that. But Sparta would be a fun one to play as well. I think that on land, they're going to be super, super powerful. We have a very strong navy, by the way, as well. We've got a couple of heavies, a heap of warships, plus we've got light warships. So we will be able to do a whole lot of things and control the waves at this point in time in the game. Anyway, we're going to end our turn. So we're marching across. I'm not seeing anything coming from Sparta at this point in time. And they didn't attack us. Right on the bottom of this, Sparta's way up here. They've now gone to 2, stable monarchy. All right, so they're the big threat. Another nation declared. Well, here we go. With a show of aggressiveness, Sparta's declared war on Athens. The fiends. So, yeah, they're at war with the Boeotian League as well. But I want to claim this before Sparta can actually do anything with it. So we've got them besieged inside, and so from the Boeotian League, you should have spent more time on securing allies, Pastratus. Now we should join with Sparta in defeating you. Well, they're still at war with Sparta as well. So the Hellenic nations are all fairly aggressive towards each other. Maybe that wasn't the greatest thing to do. To go to war straight away. It could have been a potential ally. Emissaries have arrived, so in Argos a feast has been organised to celebrate the arrival of envoys from Pastratus of Athens. They bring 80 money as a gift to the hosting nation. That's cool. Okay, so we've now got a positive relationship of 47. I might just now go and ask them for cooperation. See if we can actually get that one working. Client state Acropolis is fighting alongside their protector Athens against the bellicose Sparta. So they've actually joined with us. Not that they've got much, just a very minor sort of group. So the Bulletarian has passed a law which will enable our merchants to land in claimed lands, provided they pay taxes to Athens for the commerce generated. You must form no less than 3 trade colonies along the coasts, each having a trade katakoi, provided with a regional decision Implant trade settlements. Access it with their R shortcut. Yep, so we've seen that one before, so that's great. We'll definitely do that one. Now we've almost. I don't know if we've got to get 3 more, or if that's just all we need to actually do. Now, if that's the case, I'm going to go and grab all of these through here. Let's have a quick look. Actually, we'll just quickly have a look at this one from the Boeotian League. We don't know what we've already read that one. Messengers have arrived. Yeah, fine. That's not a problem. Regional decisions. We can't do it just yet. We can recruit local units. Like if I click on this one, actually I can't really do it anywhere. Friendly leader must be, yeah, so we can't do that one. Forage the land. I can now forage into here if I wanted to, just to sort of fix up my units, but I don't actually have create colonies. So I'm just going to have to wait until we get another one of these where we can actually then go and create a second area. Did we start building? Yeah, we are building the fishery. That's right. We've now got the got +1 food here. We've only got 9 food established. I better leave that citizen back there. This one here as well. If I move that one away, you get -2. So I need that one in there. We can start to build other buildings in this side. Now the salt house needs salt. The stud will give us horses. Quarry will give us stone. Stables need horses. Okay. Coastal market. This is probably more what we sort of do need. Yeah, let's go with that, I think. We'll just get that one established. I'm worried that Sparta's going to take this thing over anyway. Yeah, that one's still working away. We've got this thing besieged, so the city is still it's got 2 of 2 walls, so it is besieged. Once we break through, like the siege duration is uncertain at this point in time. We'll just keep it going. It's going to take years and years, I think, of doing this. But then Sparta may come up against us as well. We have to be very, very wary and watchful of what Sparta actually does. We'll end our turn now. There's nothing else we can really do. Okay, Pocus is saying click for the pop-up. Was that the one that we just had a look at? Okay, we've now dropped out of the top level. Province. Each turn, all regions in a province will exchange and average their infrastructure and food output. Okay, so we're still above Sparta in this instance. We're seeing one army there. Here we go. While besieging Thebe in Boeotia, Athens inflicted a few casualties against the defenders. So we still have the 2 of 2 walls up there, unfortunately, which is a problem. They're besieged. There is a siege going on, so their loyalty penalty is sort of dropping. They've got a food penalty as well. They are slowly starving themselves, but it's going to take a long, long time. A long time. So Virgil is saying, Pocus, could you confirm if you will add any kind of in-game communication between players is much needed? It's vital for design strategies or pacts. And so Pocus is saying, I can't confirm or not confirm. This is being discussed with us. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. I'll let Pocus deal with those questions. Our envoys have returned and told us Thracia rejected our offer. Damn it. Lydia rejected our offer. At least we made the offers. Now that should impact us slightly negatively. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just keep it sort of going. Now, did we already establish boss? Yeah, that's okay. There's got nothing else we can do there anyway. That's all right. We'll just leave that one where that is. We're not at war with Argos, by the way. That was just that was the only thing we can actually do at this stage. The only diplomatic move that we can make. All right, so we still can't do anything until we start to bring some other slaves in and grow our city. We won't have any more building slots, so we'll just sort of leave that one there. I could remove certain things and bring other things back in. I wouldn't mind grabbing. I'm getting plus 13 food. We've got Hellenic citizens back through there. Let's just get the Semitic citizens back this side. Let's get our culture up a little bit higher. Yeah, we're getting plus 3. That's okay. That'll work for us. And we'll just get the extra culture. This thing's still building. Still building. They're all building. Okay, so that's all we can really do there. Well, we need these walls down. It would be too risky to attack. In fact, you can see there it's 14 versus 14. Okay, we're just hovering at this level. Messengers have arrived, so Argos and Athens have agreed to cooperate with each other within their respective influence. Awesome. So we've now got a good cooperation with these guys. We could ask them for an alliance. There's only 1% chance of that actually happening. Nothing else is really going to happen here. So we can do propose an exchange of various items like region ownerships, monetary gifts, special units, etc. But I won't worry about that just yet. Let's have a quick look and see if we do have... Yeah, here we go. We've got Implant trade settlements. I can get a third one now. So I think what I'll do is I will come back out here and get one of these. Let's have a quick look at the trade goods. Purple, we've got hemp over this side. We've actually got silk over this side. Let's do this one. Let's go and get the silk as our next as the next trade settlement. Done. Okay. That should give us some more riches. And okay, made a breach in the and we inflicted a few casualties as well. So their armies may be suffering a little bit. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. These guys have just suffered slightly. We've got palace guards. Yeah, they're not going to come outside, I don't think, while we're here. We're still not seeing the Spartan armies at all. So they're probably just building up. And here's this. This is the Argos fleet. So we don't have to go out and meet them in any stage. I could actually go, if Sparta, I don't know if Sparta's actually doing anything, but we could actually just go across and have a bit of a look. So let's just do this, and then we'll just, hang on, right-click, and control right-click back again. So we'll just leave the port, do a bit of a tour past Sparta, and just sort of just check and see what's going on down that way. Once again, Persia is acting harshly against our citizens. They have arrested many of our travelling citizens on pretext they were spying on them, so population has been lost. Where the hell did we lose that? I don't know if we lost it in here or not. Move another slave up into there. Just give them even more food. Actually, the infrastructure, no, I'll keep the infrastructure. Just keep it at least positive. So we've still got positives all the way through here, which is good. Diplomacy, not a problem. The ledger I won't worry about. Just want to look at these regional decisions. Liberate region. The target region is abandoned if it had been the previous seat of power of a now defeated nation. Okay, so we'll wait until we get this one, then we'll see if we can actually do that with this one. Must be owned, yep, so we won't worry about that one. Okay, that's fine. All right, so we're still just plugging away at this. Let's just end our turn here. Silk for lingerie, says Jaculus. Yeah, we just did a scout through there. I didn't get to see what the how much they had. Oh, we're slowly crawling back up again, but we're still not inside that top area. Sparta is has got 2 of these, and did manage to inflict casualties on the defenders. So we're still the siege is still actually happening. Who's this? It's the Argos fleet. Might just keep on doing that. I'm going to try to have a bit of a look and see. Just control click that one back again. Control right click just to sort of give it that little tour. Leave that one where that is. We liberated Rhodes from the hands of the Hellenic independents. So we now actually have this one as well. And this is another one that we're going to be wanting to get infrastructure set up. We've got good income. We've got good money coming back in through these trade settlements or trade networks. Again, we can get another coastal market to get extra food. That'll give us a bit of growth. There's nothing much else we really need to get, I don't think. Herbalists will give us extra health and manpower. That wouldn't be bad either, actually. I'll go this way, though, I think. Interesting bonus from fish, so it doesn't have any fish. There's fish somewhere around here, isn't there? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's not going to really matter much. Let's just still do the coastal market. I think. Let's just go that way. Just get a little bit more food, a little bit more growth that way as well. All right. So we've just got these very small settlements sort of established. Got liberated roads. Yep, that's fine. Done. Now, this gives us 2, but it's not enough for us to create the province yet. So we need 1 more. So we'll just settle into one of these, one of the Cretian provinces down that way. Okay, now this is the Argos fleet back out there again as well. And who have we got over here? This is the Callipolis fleet. A few extra units just coming across to help us out. We've got a couple of units in here now. I don't know about attacking Sparta. I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be bad. Let's have a quick look. Yep, we're seeing a big army, seeing an army there as well. So we saw 2 armies. No idea what size they are. What I might do is I might actually go and just sit outside of Sparta, which is not quite able to lift up into that top level. I might just go and sit out there for a turn. Okay, so the Council of Citizens is pleased as several trade colonies are now in place. New citizens are flocking to these colonies, further boosting commercial activities. In addition, you gained 100 legacy points and 500 money. So we've got heaps of money. We're swimming in money as Athens, which is really cool. This is good. Enemy, okay, overwhelming enemy army strength. Now, the trouble we're going to have is the manpower. Now, how we go? Did not manage to inflict any casualties on the defenders. So at the moment, this thing is still got one wall up. And really, while that's there, there's no point attacking. In fact, there's no point attacking this anyway until we can really smash these guys with what they're actually doing. It's it's going to be a problem. They've got no food. Okay, they're out of food. Well, that's one good thing. And we're still not seeing the armies of Sparta coming through just yet. So a quick look over through this side. Yep, still building that market. Still building that one. Still a long way off getting the stone for Athens. And we're still a long way off with this one as well. Okay, so mercenaries won't use manpower, says Poker. And we've got the money. We've got the money as well. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. So let's go and get ourselves a mercenary army. So if we go across into the unit queue, so we have what we have. We can actually get even more ships if we wanted to, which we don't need. We've got a very, very powerful navy at this point in time. We've got armoured hoplites, which is sort of like the core of what everyone is sort of trying to get, because it's got like 6 combat. It's got great attack, great defence. When we compare that, for example, to the citizen hoplite, it's only got 3 attack, 3 defence. The mercenary hoplites, which are the ones that only cost us money upkeep, these have got they've got 4 attack, 4 defence. So these are actually slightly better. So we might just go and get ourselves a few more of these. These are also besiegers, and so that's going to help. They are mercenaries. It's just going to, like, I can afford to get a few of these. Let's just go and get a couple of those. Also like to just get a few more javelin men as well, or even some of these. Now the javelin men are going to cost me a little bit of manpower. Let's just get 2 of those. Get another one of these as well. Yeah, that way we're going to be getting closer to 0, but that at least gives me a stronger army for this group. And so we ultimately will then be able to sort of bring them together. Okay, so what we'll do now with our navy is I will just position this across to here this turn. It's going to suffer. It's not going to like it. I'm going to have to then bring it back the turn after. But what we can do is have a bit of a look at the supply network. I always forget where they are. There we go. So my ships can only be supplied through these areas. So if I can sit in through here and actually be supplied. I just can't get across here and be supplied. I don't think there's anywhere else we can do it without actually having, more of the trade centres. So in this sense, I can get there for one turn, have a bit of a look. We can at least then do an evaluation. So we've got Athens merchants are unchallenged, but they're getting the best deals at the expense of Sparta. So hang on, here we go. This must be the rivalry, I think. So Athens merchants are unchallenged, and they're getting the best deals at the expense of Sparta commerce. So 30 money ceded. Now, does that mean that we get it? I'm not sure. All right. Rivalry message. There we go. So that is the rivalry between Sparta and Athens. So yeah, once again, there's just these. There's a whole other, a whole other veneer of simulation that now sort of kicks into this game, and it's really quite interesting. So I'll just leave that one back where that is. We'll just go back to the ownership overlays, and I think that's all we need to do here. Hopefully we'll get this thing. It's taken longer than I anticipated. Here we go. We're now seeing big armies. Seeing a monstrously big army there from Sparta. Yeah, we're dropping further down. At least we're not in the negatives. Sparta's now got 3 of these progress tokens. So messengers have now arrived. And we have our manpower is going backwards. Okay, Lydia is seeking a cooperation treaty with us. Yep, we'll certainly agree to that. So we'll agree to that one. Not a problem. Spartan Army. Wow, look at these guys. These are Spartan Hoplites. Combat power of 9. I don't know if I can contend with these. In fact, that one there, combat power of 13. Press control. So what's it got? Attack 6, defense 5, hits 3, effectiveness 3 of 4, experience level 2, range defense 5, siege value 1, siege resistance. It is clumsy in forested, swampy and mountainous terrains, but it is a besieger. Heavy infantry appears to be the king of battle, has several drawbacks despite how good it is in the open field. Still, many nations will want these well-equipped soldiers as the core of their army, as their fighting prowess is rarely surpassed except in some specialised units. Be wary though, as they get a very high penalty in fighting in forests. Yeah, I wish we had forests or swamps. So what have we got? We've got hills. We've got hills through here. Hills. So none of this is going to be. It's only if they really leave. There's mountains. If we could fight them in there, that would be all right. Hills and hills, yeah. So, and we can see here, we're actually now, if we stay where we are, we're going to suffer. God, what is it? They've got a combat power of 121. We've got a combat power of 37 in comparison. So, yeah, this is, as Pocus is saying, look at Persia. Actually, can I see the, whoa, wow. Okay, so Persia has now just gone from 3 at the start of the game, has now taken all of Media out and is now getting closer and closer to the Hellespont. No, that's not the Hellespont, is it? That's the Hellespont is back this side, isn't it? Or is it this one? I can't remember which is the whichever the connection is. Anyway, they're getting close. They are getting close. Lydia looks like it could be in trouble. If we click on Persia, have a quick look at its diplomacy. It's got no treaties. It's not at war with anyone. Interesting. So Cyrus the Great, there he is, smashing his way through. God, it's just amazing. That's incredible, just how fast he has grown. You know, he may sort of have to come down against Babylon or Egypt or one of these are the bigger sort of factions. I'm just scared shitless of Sparta, to be honest. And then behind that, there's another little group of 6. Oh boy, this combat power is way beyond me. These guys are now failing. It's still okay. It's sort of funny. It's sort of showing that they're actually still reasonable. They are being starved. Just keep this one going. Let's just move this one back in. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. 121 power. Now, we've got this little army that we just built. I'm just going to move that one across. It's got a combat power of 16. So Poker's saying, yes, it is the Hellespont. Okay, so, through there. So that's where they will eventually come, I guess. All right, so we'll leave that one there. And that's about all we can do. How are we going with our building? We've still got 2 turns there. 15, 6, 5. Okay, we still can't do anything back in here until we capture some more people. Let's end the turn. Oh, they've crossed over. They've come out. Okay, they've now come out against us. So they've got 8 units combat power 26 against our 14 units combat power 37. So let's just view the battle. I'll explain again how this goes, just in case you haven't seen the game before. Just because it's really a very, very quick and clean way of actually getting a battle simulation done. You can, of course, export. I think you could export this battle out into Field of Glory 2 if you've got that game as well. So you can actually do it that way and then play like a full-on battle. But in this case, what we're going to have is I've got continuous play turned off just so I can explain what goes on in each round. So we're looking at this is Boeotia. It's a hill terrain. So it's only got like a limited area that we can attack in, which is 8. So it's got a frontage of 8 being a hill. Now, if it was on the plains, I think it's a frontage of 12, which means that we need to have enough forces to be able to then defend across all of that terrain. Now, we can see through here already that we actually don't even have enough real solid forces. Actually, no, I do. I've still got Citizen Hoplites there. What our forces have done is they've arranged our strongest guys in the middle with other citizen hoplites on the outside flank. We've actually now got some light javelin cavalry on the outside flanks as well. They've got some out there on their instance. We've got one in here as a support unit. And then we've got these across the front as they've got their javelin men as well, just to sort of work as skirmishers. Now the first round is going to be like the first battle round will be the skirmisher round, where they actually throw their javelins, or if they've got archery, they'll use their archery. And so you can see through here that the units with a yellow square underneath them are going to be the ones that will get a shot. So there's 1, 2, 3 from their side. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7 from our side. We'll all get a turn at actually trying to throw their javelins. So just go next. And what we're trying to do here is that, I'll show you in just a minute, but this will then try to change the effectiveness. And we can see through here that this one here became tired. And so its effectiveness is dropped by 1. It will have an effectiveness here. It'll show through this side effectiveness of 2. This one will have effective. Is there still effectiveness of 2? Not sure why that's showing that one. This one. Oh, hang on. The effectiveness at the top there is saying 0, -2. So these have been exhausted. So their effectiveness is completely gone, which means they're going to fight worse. These guys are tired. They've lost 1 effectiveness, and we lost 1 effectiveness in through there as well. And so now these go back into a support role. And so these will then support the units that are in front of them. And so we're going to end up, there's only one here. We're going to get a fairly even sort of mix. All right. So we're now just going to go across and click on play. And now it just fronts off unit by unit. The way this one works is that you've got they've got their armored hoplites at the back through here, where they've got like 2, It's got the 2 hits. Sorry, the 3 hits down there and 2 effectiveness. We've got exactly the same down through this side. They've got 5 as their combat rating, and they have a +2 support bonus because they've got a unit behind. We've got a 4 combat rating, +2 support bonus, but they've actually attacked us. Because we were besieging them, they came out and attacked us, so we get the terrain defense bonus of 1. So we get to add 1. So we've actually got 7 points. They've got 7 points, which then is chosen here. They then roll a 10-sided dice anyway to see what the battle is. And depending on how good your commander is, now their commander has got an offense rating of 0, but a defense rating of 1. If he was defending, they would have had the same second die roll that we've got. We're defending, we have 1 die roll, so we actually get an extra roll. So we've got a slight advantage. If I now click play, they actually slightly won. And so you can see there that they rolled a 7 on theirs. The best roll that we had was a 6. So it gives 14, 13. It's going to be the mix in through here, which means that they won by 1. And so we now lose 1 of our effectivenesses. So this unit now has 1 less effectiveness. After this, though, there's no other support. So from this point forward, we're going to have much, much better attacks. So we'll just click on play. So this next one, you can see they've only got a combat rating of 3 against our 4 +2 +1. So we've already got an advantage. Plus we've got the 2 rolls against their 1 roll. Oh, they actually got a draw. Now this is actually worse than losing by 1. When you get a draw, it ends up taking 1 effectiveness and 1 hit point from everyone. So in this case, we lost the second of our hit points and second of our effectiveness and 1 hit point. So these are now both technically exhausted. If there's going to be another round after this one, you see we've got an advantage of 2 with this guy. This time we actually did more damage than what they had points, so we end up killing it off. Play this one out. Now, we're a skirmisher, so we actually sort of don't take... Actually, I think they are as well, so anyway, I think that sort of cancelled itself out. Back over here, we should now absolutely smash these guys. 15, 13. You can see there, they're exhausted, so they have a -2. That's why we sort of smashed that one. That's only got 1 hit point left. This one as well, we've got an advantage of 4. Ooh, they evened that one up. That was interesting. They fought pretty well. Okay, they've evaded, and now we pursue them. We won enough of the actual of the rounds to actually then get the pursuit. So we chase them back and kill off a few more of them. Okay, so there we go, and we won the battle. Done. And so we killed off a lot of what they had as their with their protection. Only one of ours sort of really suffered at all, which is this Citizen Hoplite, which has just got one less effectiveness. Actually, this one as well, this Armoured Hoplite, has now got no effectiveness, but that's okay. Sparta has crossed here into Arcania. We're dropping further down. Messengers have arrived. So Athens and Lydia have agreed to cooperate with each other. Yep, that's fine. Alliance, 7% chance there. Let's go back to province view. I'm not seeing Persia come just yet. Wow, that was a fast rise, wasn't it? It was a fast rise. So what we've got now is we've now got a ragged group left in here, the Palace Guards, which have only got their effectiveness has been completely annihilated. So really, they're not going to be able to stand up against our forces. So we can now just I can go and merge this one, merge that one with the First Army, just to get the other forces back in here. So we've now got a massive firepower of 41, which is good. I don't know why we're not seeing what the Spartans are doing back over this side. The Athens fleet has been weakened by lack of supply. That's okay. We come back in through here. We will actually now recuperate, and we can then sort of go back through there. You can see that we just were unsupplied last turn, but we will be supplied this turn. So I can still go back and have another look. Not that it's going to help me much, really. I think I'll just keep where we are. Let's have a quick look and see if we can get any more of these regional decisions. Oh, here we go. We've got a whole lot of stuff we can do. This is so cool, actually, all this stuff. We've got... I'm gonna attack here. Battle's been fought. Yep, that's okay. While besieging, Athens inflicted a few casualties against a defender. They've still got one wall up, but I really can't see them. I think we're going to be able to assault effectively. So let's just do that, and then we can just sort of micromanage what we're doing a little bit more. Yep. So let's just go back to the regional areas, Implant trade settlements, so we can actually now go and get one of these. Great colony. I'm not sure if we can do anything with this one just yet. Okay, we've got build a harbour. So we can build a harbour. We'll add an anchorage if you have nothing, or improved a tier 1 harbour in a region of your choice. So they're necessary for serious military operations. So if we do this one, improve a tier 1 harbour in a region of your choice. So it looks like we can actually do it here. Let's actually just get rid of that one for now. Have a quick look at what have we got? We've got a tier 1 harbour here. Small harbour functions in through this side. Well, let's make the Athens harbour the main one that we're going to do. We'll improve that one. Naval support. Yep, so we'll go and build the harbour there. Okay, so we'll get that one up to level 2. This is so good. Forage the land, liberate region. We can't do that one just yet. Actually, naval support. What does that one do? If your army is engaged by the enemy or nearby, we can order our heaviest ships to fire flaming boulders and serrated ballista bolts onto our foe, ravaging their ranks with impunity. Region must be adjacent to at least 50 points of friendly land combat power. Region must be adjacent to at least 100 points of friendly naval combat power. So we now have combat power of 50. What's this one? 98. So we're close. We are close. So, yeah, we're in the ranks. Okay. Okay. So that's modelling, of course, the defence of Greece against Persia with those sorts of things. So we still need to get. I've got negative manpower. I'm going to have to just wait till I get this, I think. So I can't really get any more ships. These guys get plus 47. Actually, I could go and get myself one more hoplite, I guess. One more mercenary. We've also got mercenary cavalry. Skirmisher. I might just grab one more of these, I think. Okay. And our turn. Yes, they've gone all the way around. Okay, we're getting close. We're so close to just sort of sneaking up into this territory. Siege is over. The siege of Thebes in Boeotia is over, and Athens stands victorious. So it looks like we may have even done that without even having to fight. Now, they've got combat power of 93. We've now claimed this. I don't really want to be going, and I don't want to be causing too much of a threat to Sparta. And they are slightly damaged. Come on, you need to be on our side. You can offer gifts. Okay, we'll give you a gift. Where are they? They're at war with Lydia. Argos. Okay, there's a slight chance we can get an alliance with them. Yeah, it's very, very weak chance. Yeah, I think I'll leave that one there. Yep, so Grognet is saying ally with Macedon. Yeah, we'll go with that way. We'll see if we can do it. See if we can actually get that one. And we need friends. We need friends. I'll ask the question. I don't think it's going to work. Now, Lydia, gathering of the sages. So several of our sages and scholars have taken the habit of forming groups beside an olive grove devoted to Athena. Perhaps these wise men deserve a better place for philosophizing. The Butorian will warn you as soon as they have decided what can be done for these philosophers. In addition to the assembly notification, there'll be an entry in the reports tab of the nation panel. Okay, so we'll wait for that to sort of kick on in. Yeah, so we're going backwards here. We need manpower. Right, so we've taken this one now. We've now got this area. We can't build anything else. Abandoned palace. Now we can use liberate region. Total region is abandoned. It has been if it has been the previous seat of power of a now defeated nation, the people there might recreate it. If not, a small independent kingdom. Okay, well, no, we don't want to do that. That's actually going to leave it. Motivate troops. I'm going at least one experience level. Get +1 attack and +1 defense for the next turn. Is it going to cost us just 10 legacy points? I think we better bring this army back home. Damn it, it's a pain in the ass. Damn them, damn them. Let's bring them back inside. Way into Athens. This one is... Oh, this combat power is actually high enough. Let's move that one to there. They're not going to stay there though, are they? If I go inside there, we can just sort of sit in, and if they stay in any of these, if they attack us, we can then just do some damage. So I guess actually if we are being besieged, we do actually have the force here to be able to really protect ourselves. Okay, so I think there's been a question there about Field of Glory 2. So Jaspericus is saying, do you have to buy the other game to fight unit battles? This is a standalone game. Actually, Popus has already said that. But if you do want to fight the actual battles, like where you're fighting unit by unit, and like having big battles, you do need to have Field of Glory too. But it's a bonus. It's not actually an essential. I guess that's if you don't have the game or haven't sort of really seen the game, it would be easy to think of this as a veneer for that game, like as giving it a campaign overview. But they really work hand in hand, and this is they're both standalone games. They just happen to both handshake in that really, really cool way. So anyway, we'll just go across. We've got the Great Victory. Okay, we've just destroyed that one, so we didn't even have to invade it in the end. They gave up. They've been added to our nation. We've got another objective. That's good. Lydia's a new objective. Okay, it wants us to go across there, which we're not going to do. Army's marched. Until we do something with this one here, we need to go and build something. Gambling ring. The shepherd house will give us wool. I think, again, I'm just going to go with the fishery. It sort of makes sense to do that one. Now, the manpower, I'm not really going to be able to do anything with until we sort of get a few more buildings. So manpower is going to ultimately be a bit of a problem for us. The merchant's been forced to surrender most of his goods when he reached a Persian city. 54 money lost. Damn them. They're not coming any closer. That's all right. Just stay where we are. Okay, well, that's about all we can really do at this point in time. Here they come. So we're now besieged in through here. So they're now coming through our territories. So we've got to get out of there just in time. Now they're going to have to try to wear us down. Emissaries have arrived. So Persia of Athens, you've sent a generous money gift to Macedonia, 110 money. Yep. Still don't like us. Still don't like us. Okay, now we have the supply. We can now use this attack, this naval support. That one work? Does it take? It should work. It should be okay. All right, we'll leave that one where that is. Science Academy. One of our most eminent scholars, Plato, owns a property in Athens. We can help him establish a school here where sages can debate and make lectures. Build an academy in Atticus within 30 turns to help the scholars. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Actually, maybe we can. I didn't check to see if we picked up any slaves. No, we still can't do it. I don't think we're going to be able to do that one. Can we get the other... Over here we can actually form a province, so we'll do that. Get that one established. That's fine. And another trade settlement back over here as well, just to get this whole region established for ourselves. Over time that will then become... Actually, we've got to create colony. Yeah, we just can't quite make use of that. What do I need to do? Region must be adjacent to a region owned by a nation of civilization level of 0. Region must have a total population between 1 and 5. So is there any places like that? Nothing green, is there? Not sure how we use that. No, there's nothing that's sort of showing up. Yeah, it must be adjacent to one of your regions. Don't we have to own it though? Because we've now got this one. It's got population 3. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how we do that. Okay, so I'll leave that one alone. Forage the land, liberate region, motivate troops, recruit local units. We won't worry about that either just yet. Okay, so we'll continue on with this. We'll end our turn and see what happens with this attack. Okay, so they're actually just coming smashing through. We've only got 2 units, so we're going to be screwed here. We'll still view the battle. So this is their army on the outside here, going up against our little group of citizen hoplites. They're exhausted, and in they come. Come on. Completely destroyed. Sparta won the battle. Okay, so they get to take that. Oh, we dropped a long way. Soldiers are starving. Suffers village from lack of supplies in Persia. No, that's okay. We're I think we can do there. Support. Why didn't that work? Try that again. Okay, no, I had it wrong. New decision. Okay, justice system. Raise loyalty to Quellan West with various operations. I won't worry about those just yet. Those decisions. Spend money to acquire metal or manpower. Our manpower is stabilised, so I won't do that one just yet. Spend money. Yep, that's okay. So we've got a few more decisions we can make if we wanted to. Argos rejected our offer, which we thought that they would. Alas, Sparta, after some foul play and unhanded actions, conquered Persia. Charge, yep. Okay, so we lost a progress token. Okay, farm in Ubia has been destroyed. Population has been decreased. God, we've got nothing. That is not good. Okay, so there was an earthquake there. Okay, I've got 29 turns left to achieve the mission. Yep, not going to happen. One of our merchants has been forced to surrender most of his goods when he reached a Persian city. So we're losing money to Persia now. We do have good income. We really can't compete. We've got 53, they've got 80. Actually, their power is down, but they're going to be able to replenish. You know, what I might do is God, do I go in? I've got 19 units against their 26. They don't have an attacking commander. They don't have a defensive commander. Screw it, let's do it. This is stupid, isn't it? This is a stupid idea. I'm not sure when we get the kick in there with that extra support, but let's just go for it and see how we go. These guys can't do anything anyway. So, yeah, actually, Pocus is saying, well, naval support might soften them a little bit as well. I need to somehow force them off. I need to I don't need to get the provinces back as such, but I just need to make sure that they can't. Like, if I can defeat them on land, that's really going to screw them over. It's going to allow me to then come and claim all of this. And in fact, I could even then start to come back in this way as well, and go actually after Sparta itself. So everything is being thrown into this one big battle. This is a sort of battle that you'd want to be playing in Field of Glory 2, just to make sure that you can micromanage every single little part of it. We've done everything else we need to do there. I don't think there's any other decisions that we can make. Motivate troops. The troops are already good. Forced march. Yeah, we don't need to do that. 2 provincial units, even if there is no... yeah, that's okay. We'll leave it where that is. All right, so let's see what actually happens here. This could be really, really silly or exciting. Oh, we go. Oh, it's actually run away. It ran away. So we didn't quite catch it. So it went through one of the other mountain passes. So Pocus is saying that Athens Defense is impressive, though. It would need a full Spartan army to win a siege. Yeah, because they've got the walls that we actually have in Athens is also massive, isn't it? So new decision is available. So religious ceremonies, yep, that's okay. I won't worry about doing them just yet. Slave status and freedmen laws, augment productivity or reduce unrest from slaves, free some slaves. Let's have a look at this one. Let's just go and Fraser can now be freed under certain circumstances. There's a 50% chance of returning an acquired estate if in unrest, or 50% chance of converting a single slave to a citizen if not. Let's just do the freedmen laws. Give that one a bit of a go. Corn laws. Don't need that. Now they've moved back to there. Which means I can, I think, still use... No, I can't do anything else. That's it. Well, we did actually smash them a little bit. They're all completely weakened. I mean, I could grab Boeotia, or I could actually go and chase them back, but we don't know where they're going to end up being. I think I'll actually just go after this. This one here. They've only got one wall, and we've got urban militia. Combat power of 6. I think we're going to have to go in and just take it. So let's just order the assault straight away. We won't besiege this because they'll be back in a couple of turns anyway, and I want to be back inside Athens if that's going to be the case. Got our ships. In fact, I've left a unit back there. The Mercenary Hoplite. Didn't actually add him to the mix. I think I'll just leave that one back where it is. Just to keep it so we've got support back there for when we do need it. Yep, damages appear significant, at least against the logistic train. So there we go. So it did actually work fairly well. That was good. So Pocus is saying you might need to get MPW with a decision. What's that one? Manpower? Not sure what the MPW stands for. Oh, manpower. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, manpower is, we're going at -9 now. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot we're losing here. Food is a problem here as well. Oh, this is Boeotia. This is them. We'll have to deal with this one afterwards. Let's have a quick look and see what we can do. Still can't do anything there. I can't affect the manpower there, unfortunately. We're getting +2 manpower there. Can build here. Weapons depot, slave market, gambling ring. So nothing much really. Maybe just go with the wool, I think. Just go with sort of basic stuff. Food is going backwards. Just get that positively there. Okay, we've now got the fish market back in through this side. Germanic citizen. He's not happy. Farms, wheelmaker, armourer, crafter district. It's going to give us more money. I think we'll grab that one because we're already starting to specialise in money. Let's just go across, just get even more food, get more growth. Go over through here. Palisades are always a good idea. Just get that one up into there. Money is not an issue for us. That one's building as well. So everyone's sort of building away. All right, well, let's see what happens. Oh, they're losing forces, which is interesting. Now, we've got combat power. They've only got, in fact, they've got hardly anything. They've only got 2 units that they're going to be defending this one. Just view the battle. So we're going to be able to do what they did to us. Smash them, exhaust that one off. Oh my god! Well, that was a surprise. I mean, we still got there in the end, but that shouldn't have happened. This is what should happen. That's what should happen. Paul Winter is saying war is always very costly. Yes. Yeah, we won that one. Now, they're going to be able to heal up inside that area. They've had to get rid of some of their forces. Suffered a little bit with one of our armoured hoplites. We've taken this one back. Argos. Combat power 66. Are they besieging Sparta? That would be pretty damn good if they were. Emergency levy. Receive extra troops at your capital for a cost in legacy points. I don't need that. I can't afford it. This is going to be bad. It's going to be really bad soon enough anyway. Okay, so what do we got in here? Still can't build anything in through here. Food is healthy. With Hellenic citizens down this way. Let's go and give one out to there. Just one across there to infrastructure. Okay, so Pocus is saying you have a decision that will get you manpower. Yeah, we're going to, actually, that's right. We do need to use that now, though, don't we? Because we've got very, very limited. So is it motivate troops? Nope. It's not that one. Great region. Penhale Games as well. I might just quickly flick that one across to here. I'm even happier with this. And forage the land. So you not see it there. Skimming, I shouldn't skim. Oh, national decision, not regional. Okay, cool. In the wrong place. Decisions. So we've got justice in ancient times. We've got the religious ceremonies or the corn laws. That's what we can do. We've got the... Look at that one. Is this one going to give it to us? Yeah, not enough money. Okay. So, what do we need? We only need 1,000, don't we, for those? Hang on, let's just go back. Usually it's only 1,000. Hang on, what do we need? Is it this one here? Crocius Legacy. Yeah, metal or manpower. Expires in 10 turns. We're going to get it next turn, unless some other thing comes up. Yeah, we'll get 300 manpower. Okay, we can do that. That'll then stave off the problems and allow us to pursue this war against Sparta. I'm not going to worry about going after these low-level provinces. I'm liking what I'm seeing over here. So they're under siege. They're going to be starved out, which is very, very cool. They're going to fight back. Right, well, we can join them. We can join them in this particular fight. So if we have a quick look at Argos, yeah, they're at war with Sparta. Cool. Okay, now we can actually all gang up and do some damage, do some serious damage. Now that their actual army is caught in here, it's also going to allow me then to bring this into here, and then start to pepper that as well. All right. So this is going very, very well. See, I told you we could do it. I told you it was easy. Okay, so we've got that one. Satisfied, that's good. There's promulgated a new freedman law. Everything else is still very, very healthy. It's all part of the plan, says Pocus. It was indeed. It was indeed. It's exactly what we wanted them to do, to avoid us. And then, here we go. We can still build stuff over this side. We're getting reasonable food now, so we've got a farm we can build. We've got training grounds, a furnace. Now, to get the 4 financial things in through here, because the money's going to go backwards there. We'll get extra metals. Metals we are struggling a little bit with as well. Needs iron, though. Where was it? Missing bonus 7 metal from coal. Yeah, so that's not great. I think we'll go back and just get ourselves maybe just a farm, just to get more food. This one gives us food and health. Takes up 2 infrastructure. Imported goods cattle. Yeah, we can import that in. I think we'll go that way. All right, it's going to take a long time to get that. In fact, I can just move this citizen down. We've still got positive food through there. Have a quick look and make sure there's nothing else we need to build. If that's all fine. We've got everything under control. Okay, so this is now getting pretty damn interesting. Now, will they come out and attack? They've stayed inside. They've stayed inside. They're under siege. And we're just not quite getting up into here. Where's Sparta? They're down here now. They're a glorious monarchy, unfortunately. So they did acquire what they needed to, but they did have since then they have actually lost one of their aging tokens. All right, so if we have a look at this, these guys are still really, really worse for wear. Now, can we do any other supports, this naval support? We can prospect for resources. It's going to cost me 100. Oh, hang on. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. I nearly spent my money. I've got 1,003, and I went down to 1 manpower. Wow, that would have been a save scum moment, I think, if we had to do that. So we can now do the Crocius Legacy. So merchants through here, with the treasury flooded with coins and gold, we're considering using some of these riches to either acquire metal or manpower. So we can buy metal from merchants. Now we're fine with metal, and or we can offer to our poor a bounty to fill the ranks of the army. So in we go. So we just did that one. Don't want to take? Yep, that's good. That's got it. All right, that's good. Done. So back over through here, the health of ruler, he's age 52 now, is degraded to average. Still going strong, Athens did spare no effort in having Argos organising a new Pan-Hellenic Games in its capital. 2 nations form new bonds of friendship. And then we have, even in the arts, the supremacy of Athens can't be contested by Sparta. The famous artist decided to relocate from Sparta to Athens. So this is more rivalry, again, that sort of goes on, which is sort of randomly generated. So every game is going to be very, very different with these little additions there now that have been sort of added into the game, which is, again, just really, really cool. So it's only got 1 wall, one of 1 wall. They are sort of screwed. They can just be, we can starve these. We've got two besieging armies. I can't bombard them. Prospect for resources. I can't afford that, I don't think. Yeah, it costs 150 money. Hang on, I need to wait for that to kick back in. I definitely don't want to be spending any more money. Let's just end our turn here. Now, Sparta, where'd their army go? They just dissolve it. Here we go. We're back in. We're a stable city-state now, so we've gone back up this side. We're coming second as well in legacy points. Persia, wow, is nearly 3 times as... This is scary. Persia could actually win the game. If they end up 3 times us in legacy, they win. So they're getting up there. I'm not sure how long before that kicks in, but that's That's a problem. New decision is available, so gain mercenary units for some money if there are local tribes around your nation. Okay, so we don't need that because it looks like our nation is on the way to progress. Okay, after turn 50, says Grog Nerd. Yep, great, thanks. Under the wise rule of Pisistratos, Athens civilization is progressing, so progress tier reached, that's good. And we're still only a stable democratic city-state. Actually, that's changed. Oh, no, city-state. Yeah, we still don't want to get across to Glorious. Just want to go across that way. Now, we are besieging this. They've only got combat power of 7. It's time to go in. They have... so we're going to be assault. We're ordering the assault to go in now on that one. They've gotten rid of all of their army. Now that would mean that they've actually dissolved their army, which means that we can actually walk straight in and take even more of their territory. So this has gone very, very well for us. Athens is unable to enlist enough men for its army. 2 units reports missing some soldiers. That would have been before we picked up our manpower. Athens have received a progress token. Yep, that's cool. That's good. And our leader is getting a bit old, but everything is still going fairly well. Quick look through these again. Make sure there's nothing that requires any attention. Athens itself still can't do anything. That one can't do anything either. Okay. So let's end our turn. What's this gone back? Oh, we got the 4. We're nearly going to glorious city-state city-state status. Invoice is proposing a trade deal. What do you want? Okay, so transaction. View the clauses. So they're offering metal, and we give them money. Yeah, we can do that. We'll accept the treaty. Thank you. I might even talk to them. They're now 69. Which is very, very friendly. So we might actually go and talk with them again. It's not going to cancel that, of course. Actually, can't do anything else. Just go back. New decisions available. Regions will reshuffle some of their building proposals with an emphasis on harbours, walls and workshops. Development focus. Building proposals. Okay. Put priority on harbours, then shipyards. Can't be triggered. Okay. We don't have enough money. And we don't have the academy yet either. We can't get the academy because we don't have any slots left in Athens for building anything. And it looks like they've just given up. We didn't even have to fight. Okay, so our glorious army can just keep on marching. We're now getting we're getting positive manpower generation now. We now have this territory, and we can actually build in here. So we've got different citizens back up this side. Let's just go back down this way. They're not going to be happy with us just for a little while. We've only just taken it over. It's under pacification. And even if the people there have started to accept the new rule, its organisation is still suffering heavily. Okay, so this is just going to be bad, and we've also got the occupied. So we've got it occupied at the moment. These are all objectives. So actually, if we take this one, we then become a glorious nation. We may even go straight for Laconia, like straight for the seat of power of Sparta as well. And I'll just take it bit by bit to see how we go. Wouldn't be surprised if we start to see another big army over here. What have they got? They've got a minimum garrison strength of 10. They've got 56. I can't see what's over here. I don't think I can anyway, so I think I'll just leave that one where that is. Yeah, I can't do any other proposals with them. Now, what can we get here? We haven't actually had a good look at the region. Sorry, that's not the region, the province, I mean. Actually, what can we recruit? What's our special unit? Accretion archers, provincial archers. Left click for details. So these require 3 manpower, 13 money, upkeep. So archer, yeah, I won't worry about those just yet. Now, can we form? I still don't think we can. Oh, we can. We can create the province. Okay, so we can now create Gracia as well. So things are working out really, really well here. I really thought with that potential battle that was a throw it all throw it all in the ring, and we came through that one completely unscathed. Satisfied. Yep, objectives reached. New objectives, which is this one here, which is great. Science Academy 24. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that one. I don't think we're going to be able to get the slots. It's outrageous. For some unknown reason, Persia has imprisoned one of our merchants and all of his wares has been confiscated. So we lost 18 metal, so their metal has just suffered a fair bit. So Persia is becoming a problem. Gallipolis has actually now moved all the way across to there. They're expanding quite nicely. So they're an ally and they're doing very, very well. Macedonia is actually improved. What about Persia? What have they done? Yeah, they're extending down through Babylon towards Egypt now. Yeah, the legacies are going to be a bit of an issue. The Tarentum has become its own group. Rome is slowly over this one. Etruscans have certainly, actually Rome entered, and the Etruscans have sort of taken the whole northern part. Carthage has expanded dramatically. Syracuse a little bit. I love how it does this. It's like that old game of life, you know, where you can just sort of watch things sort of just develop. It's yeah, it's interesting, very interesting game. In the meantime, we're just focused purely in this little corner against Sparta. Okay, so Pocus is saying the variation manpower is also related to replacing losses or only having only healthy units. Okay, oh that's okay. So this will go up and down in that case. Okay, so we'll keep on going. We'll end our turn, and if there's no army in Sparta, or they're besieging Sparta, cool. Okay, so we've got Sparta beat now. Sparta is dead. And we're in the right area. Hopefully, by the time we finish, we've got about a bit over 15 minutes left in this stream, and then hopefully we'll end up going into glorious nation status, which would be a nice way to finish this one off. Signed a trade deal, excellent. We can now talk with them. We can now ask for an alliance. We've got a 74% chance of actually going into an alliance together, so let's just do that. Now, Athens has got an army there, combat power 99. Hang on, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, here they go. They've got palace guards. All right, so we can starve them out. That's okay. We're over here. We've just got a combat power of 19 back in through there. We'll just starve these guys out. That's not an issue at all. There's not much we need to really do. We do have ports. Where's our supply network going now? Supply overview. I can move into here if I had to with my ships, but I don't really need to. There's nothing else that we're sort of seeing anywhere. There's no enemy fleets anywhere to be seen. It's a shame, actually. It would have been good to have had a naval battle. In one of the test versions that I did of the game yesterday, I ended up having, there's a really strong pirate fleet, so I ended up sort of hunting that one down, which was pretty cool. With the changes that have come with this, there's just a hell of a lot more flavour in the game. Like just the subtle stuff, stuff like this. So verdant rolling hills. This is a regional boon, so local site giving extra, 5 food. This is random. But then there's also this one here, poor soil. It takes it away. This is a regional impediment. Actually, I wish I had seen this at the start. This is really, really cool. So these are sort of randomly applied at the start of the game. And so there we go. We've got verdant rolling hills with very, very poor soil. That's a classic, that one. This one here, we've got a hunter-gatherer. Okay, this is another one as well. This is where it gets fairly interesting as well. This is a regional impediment, a local site in the region which adversely affects how readily you can develop this land. So there's like hunter-gatherers in through here that are just causing issues. So food goes down, infrastructure goes down, and metal goes down just with trying to sort of manage that particular area. So no one was really going to be wanting to have Epirus. Back through here, that's okay where that is. The others, I don't know if they've got waterfalls as well, like us. And this one here, nothing, actually mineral vein, a regional boon. So this one gives extra money and metals. There we go. Yeah, it's really, really nice. Really nice sort of additions to the way game plays. And also with these as well, these regional decisions, really quite interesting. Disperse slaves. Yeah, I won't worry about that one. I could disperse the slaves from here. But that's going to give me even less population. Prospect for resources. This one's going to cost me 150. I have 151. I don't know where I'd like to do that. I'd like to do it sort of somewhere fairly central. I guess maybe Athens. Let's just give that a go. So we'll just try prospecting, see if we can find anything in the hills around Athens. We'll just leave those decisions where they are. Spend money to acquire metal or manpower. Okay, so we've got that one back again, which is... so at the moment we're okay. All right, we'll just end our turn. They've left that one and go alone. The palace guards. We definitely don't want to be attacking the city as such. Come on, we're right close to the bottom edge there. We have to get someone else into culture. Okay, we've now got this. This has now all sort of been established. Let's just go back into the regional views, and actually we do have two there. I don't need the money set up. Let's just get a little bit more culture down that way. As they assimilate, it's not going to be such a big problem. Okay, so what have we done? We've breached the walls and it's ready to assault. We've inflicted a lot of casualties against the defender. So the defender is really, really ready now for us to smash it. Now they've got a defensive rating of 2 with their commander. Our commander, we've still only just got the same old guy, Milon, and we Theo Pompey's is just still sort of sitting back in the area. But let's just go and assault. Just order the assault. So that now has been told to assault the province, and then we can go after Sparta itself. Okay, a new source of food has been found by the explorers. So what did we find? Source of food, I don't know where that is. Still can't build anything there. 3 turns off getting that one. That's still the one that we started building right at the very, very start. All of these are still building away. One more turn and we get the palisades. Okay, so let's just crack into this one. We'll end our turn there. Take this location, and then we'll go after Sparta itself. It looks like they've given up again before we've actually got it into fight against the city. Yes, we've got Glorious City State, guys. We've made it. We've got 10 minutes to go. Perfect timing. So we've actually done it. We've got 157 legacy points now. So we're just pegging. Persia's just not quite getting away from us. I mean, it's still got a fair few turns. It's only turn 20. Still 30 turns before it would kick in. Bella Riskia is saying, have you ever tried to export a battle to Field of Glory 2? Yes, it works very, very well. It's sort of it works well in the terms that I've never had an issue doing it. It's sort of a clunky process in the sense that you're actually loading in 2 separate games. That's probably where it gets a little bit confusing, but it does tell you what to do from each screen as you try to do it. So we secured an alliance. There we go. Argos and Athens. Wow, we've had such a good run. Such a dream run of this. It's been unbelievable. We've basically defeated Sparta. Essentially, we're now just going to go and take the capital. And God, it's happy days here, isn't it? If we have a bit of a look, we've got 4 open slots back in Arcadia. We can build. I'll just build any old thing at this stage. I don't know if we've got time to take Sparta on. We've got brickworks there, which we get an infrastructure. We're missing the stone for that one. Stables, we don't have enough there. We do actually have the farm. We get all these bonuses as well. Let's just go that way. We don't really need that citizen there. We can just move that one down to there, get even more culture. Envoys have arrived, so Lydia is proposing a trade deal. What do you want? The clauses. They're going to give us money to relinquish that objective. Yeah, I'll do that. We'll accept that treaty. And it looks like Egypt is also asking us for something as well. It's asking for a form of cooperation. We'll agree to that as well. All right, that's good. Let's get those out of the way. Messengers have arrived. Egypt, yep, we've done that one. Siege of Olympia in Arcadia is over and Athens stands victorious. So we've actually been able to kill them off before we go into the actual cities themselves. Wow, that was incredible. So they actually went all the way through here, exhausted themselves, came back through. We bombarded them. They snuck through. No, we bombarded them there. Then they had nowhere to go and ended up not being able to afford themselves. That was a pretty epic little march of the Spartans through Greece. Armies, okay, pledged allegiance. Okay, so yep, that's fine. Cyrenaica has declared a new objective for the might of, yep, okay, so that's a fair way off. Okay, once again, Persia is acting harshly against our citizens and arrested units. We've lost more population. From Callipolis, your allegiance with Argos will strengthen us all. Yep, so there we go. We're now forming like a full-on league. That's good. And then we have extraordinary ruler. Athens is now reformed. It is now known as the glorious city-state of Athens. A nation has no equal. So as an extraordinary ruler, Athens has been formed and is now known as the glorious city-state of Athens. Done. So there we go. We've actually now we're getting extra bonuses because of this. If we have a look at the glorious city-state. So the next one that we go to is to, so from glorious city-state we go to Young City-State League. This takes us from Tier 2 to Tier 3, if we can get this one. And so, yeah, this would be sort of like the next objective for us. It would be to get into this sort of area. So we go outside of the city-state into the State League. There we are. Okay, so things are working really, really well. So Rune 54 is saying, seems like a nice DLC. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's added personality, a lot more personality to the game, like a hell of a lot actually. It's not even just a little bit. Now who's that? Well, besieging Olympia. Yeah, that's okay. So we actually destroyed them just through the siege network. So we'll end our turn here. And finally, Sparta's going to rue the day that it decided to declare war against the mighty Athenians. See what happened there? Why didn't that click in? There we go. Processing the turns now. And our good allies are coming back in with us as well. So we can see there that the city guards can't come out. There's only 2 units inside there that can actually leave. Oh, hang on. There was a Spartan fleet that just went through there as well. We've dropped down here. That's okay. As long as we don't drop far, we're okay. Where is our good old friends, the Spartans? Yeah, they've lost a couple of their points. Messengers have arrived. Yeah, that's good. It's not a problem. The series reached us after long. Yep, so we've secured a trade deal. That's not a problem either. Also, the new diplomacy in the game also has really changed the feel of it. Wow, look at our good old friends over here. They've actually they're really sort of smashing it. I'll just get through all of these. He's 58 and poor health. General is with no skills is now available to service. Okay, so we don't need him for anything. We do have this one's there's a 1/1 general that can actually be applied to the armies as well. Actually, no, it wasn't. That's Argos fleet. I thought it was a Spartan fleet there for a second. Got new objectives down this way as well, so it looks like it wants us to get across into Africa. Quick look and see if there's any more of the motivate troops. We don't need to. We haven't had to fight. We've just been we've just been besieging our asses off and doing the damage. Now, Sparta has got only one wall. It's still going to be very hard to fight against these guys until their food reserves have been fully depleted, which is going to take a long time. And our turn probably won't get this done in time. Oh, here comes a little army from Sparta. They're trying to build up in the provinces now. Oh, here we go. We're inside the in the top rungs again. Envoys have arrived, proposing a trade deal. Okay, what do you want? A few clauses. They give us 50 manpower. Actually, I should have looked at trading that one. We give them money, we'll accept that. It sort of helps us out. Envoys have arrived. Lydia proposing a trade deal as well. Okay, so we've got to view the clauses here. Link just the objective over here. They give us so we give them metals. No, hang on. We relinquish that one. They give us metals for money, basically, which we'll accept because I do want to be friendly with them. Oh, Persia's getting closer as well. So Acropolis is actually now still a Bithynia back in the middle there, but these guys, Persia suffered a little bit there. Nation is on the way to progress. Yep, that's fine. So who's this? Independence. There's been a revolt. They've collapsed. They must have had a collapse inside what's been going on with them. Actually, that's quite interesting. Yeah, we've got the walls up in through here, but a few open slots. I'll just get any old thing at this stage. I'll get the salt house. Oh, hang on, no, that's the flax fields. Crafter. Palisades. Them established. Looks like the palisades were destroyed in the previous fighting. Okay, so I've got those. Head from there. All right. Well, I'm down to the last few minutes, guys. So I should focus on the same main features you can expect: custom content and gameplay for several nations, with added focus for Athens, Sparta, and Persia, who need to achieve superiority versus the two others. Regional decisions, yep, which we've had a look at, which are really cool. Some custom to a few nations, enabling actions you can't do by other means. Impediments and boons, natural sites, will make the initial setup even more variable. I love this one. I really, really love this one. With these two sort of cancelling each other out. It's I don't know if we can see them everywhere. Yeah, this one here. What's this one? Extremely dense forest. So this is actually a negative. Gives you extra culture. Again, this is an impediment. It really does add a lot of flavour to the map. It makes it very like it's still a set in stone sort of map, but it changes. It gives you a whole other challenges to sort of face with everything. Let's just quickly end our turn. Science Academy. Yep, 19 turns. I don't think we're going to be able to get to that one built. Just don't have the population. I'd have to start destroying stuff, which I won't do. Processing turn. Sparta's still holding on. Okay, it's going +2. I'll just keep on rattling through the turns, I think, until we see if we can just quickly do this in the next minute. Emissaries have reached us. Signed a trade deal. Yep, done. Trade deal. Yep, done. Egypt. Clauses. Give metal. I think I'll reject that one. Okay, so we'll leave that one where that is. New objectives being established. Wealthy citizen, please buy your fair rule of Rhodes. Donate some money to speed up the current building. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. We'll get the coastal market there. Now, how are we going? We've got no walls. What have they got left? We've just got these palace guards, which are going to be a little bit too hard for us. So let's just go across. We'll end our turn. Just really quickly try to just get a result here if we can. I don't want to throw my army away, but that's going to be a hard fight in there. Okay, so feeling that we have common interests, Argos is proposing a trade deal. I'm just, yeah, okay, quick. What do you want? What do you want? We'll give you whatever you want. Provide, yep, we'll do that. Accept the treaty, whatever it is. Progression, okay, so we're back up into that progress. I won't read all this stuff. I think what we'll do is we'll just do one last assault just to finish this thing off. So we'll assault, and we'll end our turn. And even though we're out of time, just very quickly sort of see what happens here. So we'll just do a quick one. Actually, we can get around the outside edge. We should be okay. They're exhausted anyway. It's going to be. She'll just do continuous play in this case. And we're going to get some flanking manoeuvres. There we go. Oh, we held on there, luckily. More flanking. We lost that one. Battle ended in a draw. Okay. And it's going to go in a couple of times. Next one. So next round. Okay, that one's... Damn it. Not getting there, not getting there. This is always going to be hard. We've got two defense as well. Now we've still probably got time for another, yeah, we've still got heaps of time. Going again. They're just going to keep on doing this. View the battle again. Okay, we've exhausted that one. We're going to destroy that one. Yeah, we got that one this time. And got it. Got it. Okay, we got there. So we win the game. I'll take that as a massive win. There we go. Sparta is all but left now just on the outskirts between us and Macedon. Yeah, they all died defending Sparta, says Pocus. Okay, that was really cool. Well, guys, I've got to get going, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That was a really cool little run, actually. I mean, we achieved a lot. We got a lot done. Actually, I can tick off a lot of boxes there, which I don't normally get to do in a 2-hour session. This is really, really cool. Anyway, guys, got to go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.